YouTube, Stefano Turtle here, and today I am going to be explaining the new rules over Link summoning. If you don't know what Link monsters are, they're a new type of extra deck monsters. They look like this, blue outlines with arrows on them, with no level. They do not have defense points. They have a link, which allows it to, which tells you how much monsters you need to summon it, and they have a certain amount of attack points. Now, into the way you run links into the new format, since starting yesterday everyone had to use link summoning, you can no longer bring out extra deck monsters just like this, like how you normally would, just like out on the field instantly. Now you have to have a link monster in your extra deck zone, and where the arrows point to are where you can have a extra deck monster. And these link these cards that it points to are actually linked to it. So if it has an effect that would like, let's say Decode Talker's effect right here. Well, let's say they were going to target Decode Talker. I could actually detach one of the linked materials to it and negate that effect. Let's say I have something like Honeybot, and then I have Dark Rebellion on the field. Honeybot's effect would, I have Scarlight Red Dragon. Honeybot's effect would actually protect these two, and where he is pointing, she would point here, allowing 2 more extra deck zones, meaning that you'd be able to bring out even more extra deck monsters, which is essentially how this new format's going to run. But with the new starter deck that came out yesterday, which I'll go over the deck profile of the cards in a sec, this is how you're basically going to have to run things. Now, he also has another effect, plus if you didn't notice, this card's arrow points this way as well, meaning you can link one of your opponent's cards to it. Cards that are linked to it help activate their effect, like Honeybots. The ones that are linked to it right now would be Dark Rebellion and Scarlight. What that would do would make them unable to be targeted by effects or destroyed by battle. And Decode Talker would gain 500 for Neo Galaxy Eyes and Honeybot being equipped to it. Now it's going on to the extra deck, or the actual deck. I've actually played with it a bit, so let me show y'all what has in it. It's not in order, so let's do this. First off, well, I have my deck upside down, but yeah, I sleeved it, and this is what it's in. So first off, Terraforming, Exarion Universe, Battle Fader, Book of Moon, Bottomless Trap Hole. These are all reprints. This is not. This is Bitron. If you look right here, it says Cyberse Normal. Cyberse are a new type of cards. They're also what the Link monsters are. They're Cyberse monsters. And anyways, then Pot of Duality, Galaxy Serpent, Compulsory Evacuation Device, Fiendish Chain, Botan Thrasher, Jar of Avarice, Mirror Force, Mystery Shell Dragon, Burden of the Mighty, Dark Bribe, Marshmallow, Forbidden Lance, Raikou Lightsworn Hunter, Marauding Captain. Here's one of the new ones, Link Slayer. Now what Link Slayer does is, he's basically 2 cards in one. He's basically a Photon Thrasher and a Galaxy Eyes. No, my bad. That's just a deck that Photon Thrasher belongs to, so I just think that instantly. It's basically a Cyber Dragon and Twin Twisters in one. What its effect is, if you control no monsters, you can special summon it from the hand, and if you do, if your opponent has spell or traps, once per turn, you can discard up to 2 cards and destroy them. Then, keep going with the deck. You have United We Stand. Oh, and by the way, he's a Cyberse. Call of the Haunted, Sangan, new card Draconet, and hold on, I skipped one, I think. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, yeah, I didn't. Draconet, another Cyberse. What he does is When he's summoned, he lets you normal summon or special summon a normal monster that's level 2 or lower from your hand or deck. And when you do that, that's going to make it easy to bring out your Link Spider, meaning that'd be a first turn Link summon if you had him in your hand. Then, Swift Scarecrow, Beast King Barbaros, Cyber Dragon, Supply Squad, Torrential Tribute, Effect Veiler. Here's the new field spell, Cynet Universe. What this does is boosts all Link monsters' attack by 300. Once per turn, you can target one card in the graveyard, or GY as it's now referred to on the card. Shuffle it into the deck, and if it is destroyed, you destroy all, or by a card effect, you send all monsters in both extra monster zones into the grave. Then you have Mystical Space Typhoon, Curry Bandit, Evil Swarm Mandragora. Sorry, the light's pretty bright on the cards. Cardee, Monster Reincarnation, Dark Hole, Ring of Destruction, old Kaiba card there, and Ram Clouder. This is one of the final Cyberse monsters that was released, and what it does is once per turn you can tribute one monster, and you get a special summon one Cyberse monster from your grave. That can include the Links, and it's got a pretty decent body of 1800 beater. And anyways, onto the extra deck for this. One Link Spider. What it does is when it's Link summoned, you can first of all, it requires one normal monster to Link summon it. To Link summon, you just tribute what it says, and it lets you Link summon. But what it does is he allows you to special summon one level 4 or lower normal monster from your hand into the zone he's at. So let's say you used a Mystery Shell Dragon to bring him out, you can use Bitron there, and let's say you have Draconet, then you can just use those to Link summon into Honeybot, and that'd be right under it, meaning you'd have 2 more zones to bring out something like Decode Talker. And anyways, next is Honeybot, which requires 2 Cyberse monsters. What it says is neither player can target the cards this card points to with card effects, and those monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. It has a link of 2 and a total of 1900. The Link Spider has a link of 1 and has attack of 1000. Decode Talker. This is the card on the front of the box, and its effect, it requires 2 or more effect monsters, or 2 plus effect monsters, meaning 3. It gains 500 for each monster it points to, and if your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card I control or you control, you can use its quick effect to tribute one monster it points to, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. And that can even be the one it points to on your opponent's field, meaning you can tribute that, get rid of one of their monsters. It might lower its attack points, but it's going to negate a card effect. So it's a really good card, and with cards like United We Stand and the rest of the Cyberse monsters, you can get him up to around 8,000 attack points. I've done it before, so if you have doubts on this starter deck, just know this deck is not weak. If you can get a monster with 2,300 all the way up to 8,000, that's not weak. And also with some of the other cards, the Link Slayer and Ram Clouder, what I'll do is, let's say I have Link Spider, and I have Draconet and Bitron here as well. I'll Link summon Honeybot, and then if I have Link Slayer here, and then Ram Clouder here, what I'll do is I'll, and 2 more effect monsters, I'll delink for Link Spider. Honeybot will still be there, and but he'll still gain the attack points. But anyways, that is all for today. Hope y'all like this, and this is also to give a brief summary on how to Link summon and a review of the starter deck for Link summoning. But if you liked, check out my other Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and this is the Stefano Turtle signing out.